let's move on. Let's move on.
No.
To the latest in the saga of Meghan and Harry now, and it appears to have been a case of Air Force None for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. It's been reported that Harry and Meghan asked to fly home to America on Air Force One with President Joe Biden after the Queen's funeral. But sources say their requests were denied by the White House in case it caused a, shall we say, commotion. It's also been reported that First Lady Jill Biden was invited to attend Harry's Invictus Games, but the idea was killed amid concerns the royal family would be upset at her attendance. Both of these failed initiatives are said to have been part of a campaign by the Sussexes to gain political influence in the US. So, have the Sussexes' latest endeavours at a new career fallen flat? I don't know how much the truth is in this. We do know that Meghan...
That's your approach to it.
We do know...
Lovely Harry and Meghan, the story must be untrue.
No. What we do know is that Meghan
we know
previously called up governors and things, so she does have influence and access to some US politicians. I don't think getting on Air Force One means that they're trying to now become these big-time politicians. I think they were looking for a quick ride, a quick lift back to the US. And I'm glad that the Air Force One said no, because it shouldn't be a taxi service. Diplomatically, exactly.
I'm a little bit sceptical about this story. If they really asked to get on the Air Force One, then they must be colossally badly advised and naive. I'm not sure, because there's no way, diplomatically, there's ever going to be the answer yes on that.
Well, exactly.
Something's not right about the story.
I agree. My the sniff test isn't quite working on this one. However, if this story is untrue, we will get a denial from Harry and Meghan. And if this story is untrue, we will get a denial from the White House. So I do think that tomorrow we'll know whether there's any truth in that. Because if we don't get either of those or even one of those denials, then there is some truth in this story, because they will both be very keen to say... I mean, it's completely nuts if it's true that they asked for a lift on Air Force One, because that would have put so many noses out. It would have been so improper. That's the bit that I can't really believe they did it. I think the Invictus Game things with Jill Biden is actually really sad. If that's true, that she didn't go to the Invictus Games because she didn't want to offend the rest of the royal family, I think that's really sad, because she has history with Harry and the Invictus Games. She's been a huge supporter. She's been to all of them.
And they're a good thing.
And they're a good thing.
Harry, so I think one of the things he's done.
That's sad if she felt she couldn't get involved in that anymore.
But again, I can see why she didn't. You know, it's just they've just become a diplomatic minefield, haven't they?
But you said, Isabel, if they really did do this, they must be colossally badly advised. I think they've always been colossally badly advised.
But not this badly.
They've made a lot. Well, they've made a lot of bad moves, and I mean, I accept your circumspection and your suspicion about this story, but there's a bit of Meghan about it. I could see Meghan. And I bet you I know why they didn't get on. It's probably because Joe Biden couldn't remember who they were.
Do you know
Jill Biden. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say it does say Jill Biden's wish to attend Harry's Invictus Games was nixed when British officials suggested it may not go down with the royal family.
Yeah.
So, all I'm saying is just that. Is this, you know...
Troublemaking on this side of the Atlantic.
Yeah. Joe Biden doesn't even like the British. He hates the British, Joe Biden.
That's what I'm saying. Is this the actual reason? Is this the real reason she didn't go, or was there another reason?
We do know that Jill supports Harry and Meghan.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, and she really likes Meghan.
So does Joe, I think.
And they gave her some kind of gift to say thank you for the support that she'd given to Meghan Markle. So I think this story is complete and utter BS, to be honest.
All right.
Yeah.
Because you don't like it.
It's just not
very nice
true.
to Harry and Meghan.
I just think there are so many people who just love the idea of, you know, could we just Air Force One? Just wondering if you've got any sort of spaces.
Any chance, Joe?
The back, please.
Can we hitch a ride?
Honestly, we'll be really quiet.
If they did do it, it's probably to save the planet, because obviously better for them to be on one flight than have separate ones.
I mean, they're just faultless as a couple, aren't they?
I just don't... Yeah, look, we can all agree, apart from Kevin, this story is probably complete and utter nonsense.
No, we cannot.